Hey Aries, welcome to your October monthly reading. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Aries, October. You know, I like October for you guys because your opposite sign, Libra, is in the spotlight. We are done with eclipse season. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And then I think we don't have Mercury retrograde until the very end of October, to be honest. I'll have to double check. But anyways, if you are new or if you're returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Aries, we're going to be pulling out 3 cards for career and finances, 3 cards for general overall themes, and 3 cards for love and romance, okay? What we got going on here? Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? And I'm going to say this. I'm going to be very Aries with you today. And I feel like I can because you guys are Aries. If you were Pisces or anybody else, I would, you know, maybe have a different conversation. Your money house, which is your 2nd house in astrology, and your 8th house, okay, those are considered the money portals, all right? And that's what I call them in my Money Magnet workshop. And when I teach you guys about the astrology prosperity keys, I talk about them all the time. I'm over on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram here, okay? In astrology, your 2nd house and your 8th house are considered the money portals. And then we have the astrology prosperity keys, which include Venus, Saturn, midheaven, ascendant, Jupiter, etc. Why am I talking to you about this? Like, why, Char, why are you like bringing all this stuff in? Because there's a huge emphasis in your career and your finances for the month of October. To me, this doesn't look bad. This looks like the universe kicking your butt. This is the universe saying it's time for you to get it into high gear. This is the universe turning around and saying, it's time. It's time, okay? Look at this. Change, denial, discipline. I'm going to just get 1 card, okay? But look, do you see how there's like a big message that's wanting to come through? Okay, I'm going to take that. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And then we got Taurus. Taurus rules the 2nd house in astrology. So there's like a continual, okay, repetitive theme here with respect to your money, to your financial stability, to your financial security, and your ability to retain wealth. If I was sitting down with you and we were doing a private session, these are the things I would ask you. I would ask you, what kind of upbringing did you have with respect to your money? What did you see your parents do? How did your parents teach you or not teach you about money, about security, about financial abundance, about building a foundation? What are your earliest memories around money? What are your beliefs around money? The reason why I'm asking you such deep questions is because all of those play a role into not only your subconscious and unconscious behaviors, but into your memory bank, which is your amygdala or amygdalae. Every moment, every experience, every memory that you have gets stored in the amygdalae, and it creates either a positive charge or a negative charge around your money. And this month, you are being asked to take the negative charge, right? The associations that I'm unworthy, it's impossible, it's really hard, why am I struggling all the time? You know, all like the negative experiences around money, and find a way to alchemize, to transmute them so that you can regulate your nervous system, shift your vibrational frequency, because that's the steps, okay? Shift your vibrational frequency and finally start attracting cash flow with ease from a place that is not only sustainable, but where you can retain that wealth. I'll tell you guys this, okay? Back in 2022, if you've been around for that long, you'll remember there was a little stint where I stopped doing tarot. And I stopped doing tarot because I was being attacked for doing tarot. And I kept worrying. The limiting beliefs, the fears, right? The stories, the amygdalae, the memories, the unconscious, subconscious beliefs. And I had to work really, really hard at rewriting that story. When you rewrite that story, you shift your vibrational frequency to attract cash flow with ease. It's like you open the floodgates. That is what you're being asked to do this whole month. Yeah, okay, we have some stuff going on in love, general themes, whatever. But like the big thing, if you were to ask me, Char, what's the main theme for me in October? It's your money, it's your financial stability, it's your financial security, and it is your ability and your capacity to retain large sums of wealth. And I think a lot of the reason why this is happening for you guys is because in 2026 in February, Saturn will station into Aries. And whatever house Aries rules in your chart, you're going to feel the discipline, the structure, the sacrifice of Saturn. Saturn's going to ask you to like grow up, mature. Okay? And so this is probably the preparation time so that you are successful in reaping the rewards, the huge rewards. But the rewards can't come if you don't shift your vibrational frequency. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you got the Five of Swords and you got the Seven of Pentacles. So again, there's like an ego story. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. It's never going to happen for me. Like those kinds of narratives are probably very prominent. Okay. We have Taurus showing up here. Taurus, like I said, is connected to the second house in astrology. Okay. And Taurus energy is all about your material possessions, your self-worth, and your relationship to your self-worth and your material possessions. For example, oh, if I don't drive the newest car, then I'm poor. Well, that's not true. Just because you're not dropping $2,000 on like a G-Wagon or, you know, a Range Rover doesn't mean you're poor, because maybe you're spending only $300 or $400 a month on a car bill, you know what I mean, on a car payment, but you got all that money stashed, paying you dividends, investments, etc. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's the mindset switch here. In your general, or in your career and finances, I should say, you got the Page of Pentacles. So a solid, amazing new opportunity. This is like the seed. This is like the planting. This is like it's happening here. Followed by the Sun, which is so huge because it's saying, hey, this opportunity has the potential. This opportunity has the path, the optimism, the joy, the hope. Like, it's all here for you, Aries. All of it is here for you. And to me, as an Aries myself, I love this for you, because to me, this is confirming that you're stepping into being the warrior, the hero. Yes, we've had Chiron and Aries for a fucking minute. I think it's going to stay until 2027. It sucks. It's like a shitty placement for Chiron to be. But we can look at it this way too. If Chiron is the coach, Aries is the athlete. So you're being trained, prepared now. Okay, to attract cash flow with ease and be able to sustain those large sums of wealth. The Five of Pentacles at the end though. So it's like there's a part of you that knows, and then there's another part of you that's really weighing heavily on the times that you experience loss, challenges, difficulties, and hardships. I could fill the cup with the crappy experiences, or I can fill the cup with the good experiences. And when we experience trauma in our lives, it's really, really easy for us to only focus on the negative and wait for the other shoe to drop. And you're being asked, what the heliante is that? Oh my God, that's disgusting. And you're being asked to finally break free from that. When it comes to your general overall themes for the month, we got imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Chariot. This is Source turning around and literally telling you, transform your mindset. The Knight of Swords is words, it's mental intellect, it's communication, it's thoughts. Change, change, change. That should be your vibration. How can I imagine a better life for me? How can I speak into existence a better life for me? How can I communicate a better life for me? The Five of Cups is saying, pay attention to the cups that are still standing, not the cups that have spilt. And then the Chariot, take control, take charge, be the leader, be courageous, be the warrior, be the charioteer. Learn how to balance ebb and flow. Be responsible for your own destiny instead of saying, oh, it's because of all these things that are happening in my life. Now, your amulet from StarSea Jewels is Vulcan. Vulcan is all about that personal power, that personal drive, that fuel, that fire, okay? So think about that kind of energy, all right? And if you want to pick up the amulet, it's down in the description box below. Then we have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came on, time is not running out. If I was to give you a recommendation as I'm diving into your love reading, my advice would be for you to go watch my Manifesting Money video. I'll pop it at the very end here, but also to sign up to my Money Magnet workshop, because that's where I teach you how to reprogram your nervous system, reprogram your energy, and attract cash flow with ease using your astrology prosperity keys. That's a big lesson for you. a big lesson, okay? I talked about them earlier in this video. They're also in the manifesting money video as well, okay? So if you're really serious, which I feel like you are, really serious about, you know, correcting your financial situation, this is the month to make it happen. Okay, let's dive into your love reading here. We got the King of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords. We got Justice, we got Temperance, we got the Six of Wands, the Lovers, and we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups. For some of you, this is about getting very clear. We got lots of Libra energy. Makes sense, right? Especially if you are an Aries rising, it makes sense for this Libra energy because that means Libra is your 7th house. There's a need here to get really clear. Cause and effect, correlation, causation, karma, balancing of the scales, peace, harmony, all these Venetian qualities, right? Libra qualities. And cut through and get clear. What truly do you desire in your romantic relationships, Aries? What do you need to feel fulfilled? The Five of Wands, Six of Wands to the Lovers tells me there's some form of progression here. So if you've recently started a connection here, there could be a movement forward. Now, whether that movement is you two deciding to be together or whether that movement is you realizing your worth and making a conscious decision, a conscious choice here to stay single is up to you, because the Lovers is choice. The Lovers is a decision. You have a choice to make. You have a decision to make. And then we have the Four of Swords, the Wheel, and the Page of Cups. So there's rest, retreat, reflect, refuel. There's a lot of like, you know, looking back into your life and going like, what do I really need? What's really important here? How do I make that work? Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups turns around and says, can you move forward here, making sure that your own wish fulfillment, your own emotional desires are prioritized in your love life? And if that means letting go of somebody, that means letting go of somebody. If that means moving forward with somebody, that means moving forward with somebody. Okay? If you want to work together with me in any capacity, take any of my courses, including the Money Magnet, or book a session, all that stuff, it's down in the description box below. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. I know today's video was a bit serious, but like we needed to get serious today, okay? I know sometimes I have to be goofy Aries, but today we needed to be serious, all right? Here's the manifesting money video I was telling you about, and we will see you on the next one. See you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.